15 actors who married their co-stars after working together. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner in Daredevil 2003. They had worked together in the past, but it wasn't until the pair was cast in the film Daredevil that they fell in love. But at the time, Affleck was engaged to Jennifer Lopez and Garner was married to actor Scott Foley. The couple married a few years later and had 3 children together. However, they separated in 2015 and divorced in 2017. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2005. It was one of the most publicized and scandalous relationships at the time because Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston at the time. Angelina and Brad fell in love on set of 2005's film Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and the two were everywhere within a month of Aniston filing for divorce. The relationship lasted almost a decade before they actually got married. Several years, several children, and 2 years after getting married, Jolie filed for divorce in 2016. Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan in Step Up 2006. The pair met on the set of the film Step Up in 2006. They began dating soon after meeting on set and they were married 3 years later in 2009. In 2013, they welcomed a daughter together. Unfortunately, the couple split in early 2018 after 9 years of marriage. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor in Cleopatra 1962. This is one of the most infamous co-stars affairs in history. While filming Cleopatra together in Italy in 1962, Taylor and Burton began a torrid affair, seeing as they were both married to other people at the time. Burton was married 5 times and Taylor 8, counting that they got married to each other twice. Once they were both divorced in 1964, they immediately got married, but eventually divorced in 1974, only to remarry a year later and divorce again a year after that. Alexis Denisov and Alison Hannigan in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. While they both starred on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the two didn't have very many scenes together at all. Love still managed to blossom behind the scenes though, and the two were married in 2003. The couple has 2 daughters and their marriage is still solid. Kit Harington and Rose Leslie in Game of Thrones 2011. Harington and Leslie, who played Ygritte Snow's first love, began dating in 2011 while filming Game of Thrones. They dated for quite some time before marrying in 2018 and had their first child together in 2021. Alexis Bledel and Vincent Kartheiser in Mad Men 2012. Bledel is best known for her role as Rory Gilmore on Gilmore Girls. She also had a small guest role on Mad Men as Beth in 2012, a love interest for Pete Campbell. And by the end of that season, the two were dating and married in 2014. They welcomed their first child, a boy, the very next year. Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer in True Blood 2007. The pair met while filming True Blood in 2007 and immediately fell in love. Reportedly, the two had been dating since filming the very first episode. They announced they were engaged in 2009 while the show was still on the air and officially married in 2010. The pair remain married now with twins along with Mayer's 2 children from a previous marriage. Claire Danes and Hugh Dancy in Evening 2006. While filming Evening in 2006, the veteran actors apparently had chemistry on screen and off screen. The two quietly started dating after the film wrapped and tied a knot in 2009. 3 years later had a child together and in 2018 they had their second child. Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender in The Light Between Oceans 2014. While filming this movie in 2014, the pair fell in love after playing a married couple in the movie. They didn't show their romance publicly, however, when the movie ended, the Swedish actress wed the Irish-German actor in 2017. They remain married and currently live together in Portugal. Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz in Dream House 2010. Craig and Weisz were friends for many years, but when they worked together on the set of the film Dream House in 2010, love blossomed. After the film wrapped in 2010, Weisz ended things with her partner of 9 years, and by 2011 she and Craig were married. They were just 6 months after dating in a small ceremony, and in 2018 they had their first child together. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher in That 70s Show 1998. Ashton and Mila met on the set of That 70s Show playing high school lovers. My first real kiss ever was with him on the show, Kunis said. After the show ended, Kunis went on to date Home Alone child actor Macaulay Culkin from 2002 to 2011. While Kutcher married Demi Moore in 2005, but they also split in 2011. But by 2012, when Mila and Ashton reconnected again, the two were both single. They started things off slow and secretively. By 2014, they were engaged and expecting, and in 2015 they were married, and now they share 2 kids together. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively in Green Lantern 2010. Blake and Ryan met on the set of 2010's Green Lantern and became fast friends. They were both in other relationships. Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson and Lively was with Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley. They finally got together once they were both single, but here's the catch. Reynolds said the two were on a double date with other people, but the sparks between them were too crazy to ignore. They were married in 2012, had their first baby in 2014 and welcomed a second by 2016. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa in All My Children 1995. While everyone knows Kelly Ripa these days as co-host of Live with Kelly and Ryan, it's easy to forget that back in the 90s she was a soap star. After meeting on set of the soap opera All My Children in 1995, the two eloped the very next year. More than 2 decades later, they remain very much in love with 3 children together. Warren Beatty and Annette Bening in Bugsy 1991. Acclaimed actor Warren Beatty was a known ladies' man in his youth. He dated everyone from Madonna to Diane Keaton to Julie Christie. But when he met Bening as they prepared together for their roles in Bugsy, it seems Betty found his soulmate, despite their 20-year age difference. They married just a year later in 1992 and the pair have 4 children together. They are still seemingly very much in love almost 33 years later.